Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we continue reading from Srimad Bhagavatam. We are on Canto 5, Chapter 14, Text 45. We are the section where Sukadev Goswami is speaking to Parikshit Maharaj about how the soul is a traveler in this forest of the material world, and how there are so many different obstacles in his path, and how he's getting more and more implicated by his actions in this material world. Yagyaya dharma pataye vidhine punnaya
Pataye vidhine punnaya yogaya
Yogaya Sankhya Sirase Prakriti-shvaraya
Yogaya Sankhya Shirashe Prakritisharaya
Narayanaya Haraye Namaiti Udaram
Narayanaya Hare Nama Iti Udaram
Asyan Mikatvam Apiya Samudajahara
Hasyan Mrigatvam Api Samudajahara.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Even though in the body of a deer, Maharaj Bharat did not forget the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, when he was giving up the body of a deer, he loudly uttered the following prayer. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is sacrifice personified. He gives the results of ritualistic activity. He is the protector of religious systems, the personification of mystic yoga, the source of all knowledge, the controller of the entire creation, and the supersoul in every living entity. He is beautiful and attractive. I'm quitting this body, offering obeisances unto him, and hoping that I may perpetually engage in his transcendental loving service. Uttering this, Maharaj Bharat left his body. The entire Vedas are meant for the understanding of karma, jnana, and yoga, fruitive activity, speculative knowledge, and mystic yoga. Whatever way of spiritual realization we accept, the ultimate goal is Narayan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So there are different paths of karma, path of jnana, path of yoga. But the goal is to understand Krishna. The goal is to come to the point of surrendering to Krishna. The living entities are eternally connected with him via devotional service. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, Ante Narayana Smriti, the perfection of life is to remember Narayan at the time of death. Krishna also says, no, Antakale Chamam Eva, that, who remembers me while giving up the body, he comes back to me, goes to the spiritual world. Although Bharat Maharaj had to accept the body of a deer, he could remember Narayan at the time of death. Consequently, he took birth as a perfect devotee in a Brahmana family. This confirms the statement of Bhagavad Gita, Shuchinam Srimatam Gehe Yoga Brashto Bijayate. One who falls from the path of self-realization takes birth in a family of Brahmanas or wealthy aristocrats. Although Maharaj Bharat appeared in the royal family, he became neglectful and took birth as a deer. Because he was very cautious within his deer body, he took birth in a Brahmana family as Jarbharat. During this lifetime, he remained perfectly Krishna conscious and preached the gospel of Krishna consciousness directly, beginning with his instructions to Maharaj Rahugana. In this regard, the word yogaya is very significant. The purpose of Ashtanga Yoga, as stated by Madhvacharya, is to link or connect with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The goal is not to display some material perfections. So one may be on the path of Ashtanga Yoga, and one may think that the goal is to get this Ashtasiddhis, the mystic perfections. But no, the goal of yoga is to link with the Supreme. The meaning of yoga is to link with the Supreme Lord. And here, Bharat Maharaj, he was connected to the Supreme Lord. He could remember the Supreme Lord when he gave up his life. This is what Sukadev Goswami is telling to Parikshit, that although he was in the body of the deer, he remembered the Lord, and in his next life, he was born as a Brahmana. He got a better life to perfect, no? As Krishna says, that one who falls down, he gets an opportunity to engage in devotional service. I'm not sure why, if he was in the body of a deer and he's already remembering Narayan, why doesn't he go back straight to Godhead? Why he still has to be born as a Brahmana? Because here, he was giving up the body of a deer and he's remembering Narayan, and he gave up the deer body, but then he's born as Char Bharat. Of course, he's given a more opportunity to engage in devotional service.
Yeah, that's why he couldn't do, right? In the body of
in
a
the
deer,
body.
he couldn't do the devotional service. Yeah. Right.
Ya idam bhagavata sabhajita vadata guna karmanoraj rashe.
Ya idam bhagavata sabhajita tata guna karmano rajashri.
Bharata sayanu charitam swasti anayam ayusham danayam.
Bharatashyanu charitam swasti ayanam ayushyam dhanam.
Yashasyam swargayapavargayam vanushanoti akhyaasyati abhinandati.
Yashyam swargaya parya vanushinotyakshatyapyanandati.
Cha sarva eva shisha atmana ashaste na kanchana parata iti.
Cha sarva eva shisha atmana ashas na kanchana parata iti.
Devotees interested in hearing and chanting Shravanam Kirtanam regularly discuss the pure characteristics of Bharat Maharaj and praise his activities. If one submissively hears and chants about the all auspicious Maharaj Bharat, one's lifespan and material opulences certainly increase. One can become very famous and easily attain promotion to the heavenly planets or attain liberation by merging into the existence of the Lord. Whatever one desires can be attained simply by hearing, chanting, and glorifying the activities of Maharaj Bharat. In this way, one can fulfill all his material and spiritual desires. One does not have to ask anyone else for these things, or simply by studying the life of Maharaj Bharat, one can attain all desirable things. So wonderful, no? By hearing about pure devotees, all our desires are fulfilled. Our desire for material opulence, or even our desire for merging into the Brahmajyoti, or engaging in devotional service, whatever our desire may be. The forest of material existence is summarized in this 14th chapter. The word Bhavatavi refers to the path of material existence. The merchant is the living entity who comes to the forest of material existence to try to make money for sense gratification. The six plunderers are the senses: eyes, ears, nose, tongue, touch, and mind. The bad leader is diverted intelligence. Intelligence is meant for Krishna consciousness, but due to material existence, we divert all our intelligence to achieve material facilities. We also read this in the story of Puranjan. Puranjan, the woman, she was in the allegory of Puranjan, the woman, she was actually the intelligence, and how our intelligence is so materially absorbed that we just use our intelligence that how can I enjoy more and more in this material world, instead of using the intelligence of how I can engage more and more in devotional service. Everything belongs to Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but due to our perverted mind and senses, we plunder the property of the Lord and engage in satisfying our senses. So, our ignorance. Everything belongs to Krishna, but we are thinking it's meant for our enjoyment. This is our ignorance. That's why we want to plunder the property of the Lord. The jackals and tigers in the forest are our family members, and the herbs and creepers are our material desires. The mountain cave is our happy home, and the mosquitoes and serpents are our enemies. The rats, beasts, and vultures are different types of thieves who take away our possessions, and the Gandharvapura is the phantasmagoria of body and home. The will o' the wisp is our attraction for gold and its color, and material residence and wealth are the ingredients for our material enjoyment. The whirlwind is our attraction for our wife, and the dust storm is our blinding passion experienced during sex. The demigods control the different directions, and the cricket is the harsh words spoken by our enemy during our absence. The owl is the person who directly insults us, and the impious trees are impious men. The waterless river represents atheists who give us trouble in this world and the next. The meat-eating demons are the government officials, and the pricking thorns are the impediments of material life. The little taste experience in sex is our desire to enjoy another's wife, and the flies are the guardians of women, like the husband, father-in-law, mother-in-law, and so forth. Flies. The creeper itself is women in general. The lion is the wheel of time, and the herons, crows, and vultures are so-called demigods, pseudo-swamis, yogis, and incarnations. All these are too insignificant to give one relief. The swans are the perfect brahmanas, and the monkeys are the extravagant shudras, engaged in eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. The trees of the monkeys are our households, and the elephant is ultimate death. Thus, all the constituents of material existence are described in this chapter. Thus, in the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 5th canto, 14th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled The Material World as the Great Forest of Enjoyment. So, Sukadeva Goswami has described the journey of the soul in this material world as the journey of a merchant in the forest, and how he is being troubled by the different entities in the forest. Did anyone want to Any comment on this, or we can go to the next one? Because we read about all these, and here Prabhupada is giving like kind of a summary of the entire chapter in this purport.
Yeah. Yeah, we can go to the next chapter.
So chapter 15, the glories of the descendants of King Priyavrat. In this chapter, the descendants of Bharat Maharaj and many other kings are described. The son of Maharaj Bharat was named Sumati. He followed the path of liberation given by Rishabdev. Some people mistakenly thought Sumati to be the direct incarnation of Lord Buddha. The son of Sumati was Devatajit, and his son was Devadyumna. Devadyumna's son was Parameshthi, and his son was Pratiha. Pratiha was a very great devotee of Lord Vishnu, and he had three sons named Pratihartha, Prastota, and Udgata. Pratihartha had two sons, Aja and Bhuma. The son of Bhuma was Udgitha, and the son of Udgitha was Prastav. The son of Prastav was Vibhu, and the son of Vibhu was Prithusen, whose son was Nakat, Nakta, Nakta. The wife of Nakta, Dhruti, gave birth to Gaya, who was a very famous and saintly king. Actually, King Gaya was a partial incarnation of Lord Vishnu, and because of his great devotion to Lord Vishnu, he received the title Mahapurush. King Gaya had sons named Chitrarath, Sumati, and Avarodhan. The son of Chitrarath was the Emperor Samrat, and his son was Marichi, whose son was Bindu. Bindu's son was Madhu, and Madhu's son was Vivravrat. Vivravrat's two sons were Mantu and Pramantu, and the son of Mantu was Bhavana. The son of Bhavana was Twashta, and the son of Twashta was Viraja, who glorified the whole dynasty. Viraj had 100 sons and one daughter. Of these, the son named Shatajit became very famous. Wow, there's a lot of names in this chapter.
Yeah.
So anyway, we are going to be hearing about the descendants of Bharat Maharaj in this chapter. I just wanted to say that Bharat Maharaj, when he was as Jar Bharat, he exemplified the quality of tolerance. I've been just thinking about it since a few days, that he was so tolerant, no matter how his brothers treated him, or even the dacoits wanted to kill him. He really exemplified tolerance. That's what I've been thinking. And like today, I shared that 1 minute video of Jayapadaka Maharaj. Is saying that don't react, don't react, respond. So it's really something to think about, how we immediately, somebody tells us something, we react immediately. We want
Right.
to either attack or defend, or this just like a knee-jerk reaction, as Maharaj is calling it. But Jarbarad really exemplified tolerance. It's just tolerating, So it's a nice quality to imbibe, and then we may not be tolerant, but I think we can pray. To Srimati Radharani. This is her month. Help us become tolerant. Pray to Bharat Maharaj. Jar Bharat, he really exemplified this quality of tolerance. What do you think?
Yeah,
No, because like so many things, like his
Not correct,
brothers
right?
were
Like when
ill-treating him.
somebody
Huh? Yeah. Sorry, your voice is. I can't hear you, Sneha.
Yes,
Or is it
yes, we
my
have to
internet?
pray to Radharani. Yes.
Yeah. Is it my internet? Or I couldn't hear.
I could hear
Sneha
her.
was. You could. I couldn't. My
Yeah,
internet
yeah,
broke, I guess.
yeah. She was also saying the same thing. Yeah, we have to,
Yeah, okay.
try to be more tolerant. Yeah,
Yeah.
and you said it very well. We have to pray to Radharani. It's a very auspicious month, and we can get her blessing.
Yeah, because I really don't know otherwise how to do it because
Yes,
tolerance is such
yes,
a, it's
yes,
so
yes.
difficult to be
It's
tolerant, you
very
know?
yes, yes. But yeah, by the blessings of Maharaj Bharat, we are learning. Yes, we can. We can. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this is what, like, since a few days, I was really thinking, like, because
Yes.
I can speak for myself. I react it's so fast. It's just
Yes.
like an automatic thing. Whereas, I need to learn to be tolerant, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
really.
We all
And
need to.
then, yeah, and today I got this Maharaj's video, which I shared on the chat. I feel it was like really going along the theme of what Jal Bharat is also exemplifying,
Hmm.
Yes. True.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so
Thank you.
much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Shri Shukavacha.
Ishukvacha
Bharatasyaatmaja Sumati Nama Bhito Yam Uha Vavakechit.
Bharatasyaatmaja
Tashatamaja
Sumati
Sumitir Namavihito
Namabhito Yam
Yamayoha Vava Kichit
Pakhandina Rishabpadavim Anuvartamanam Chanarya Aveda.
Pakandina Rishabh Padavim
Rashpadvamim Anubratam
Anuvartamanam
Anam
Anarya
Chanaraya
Avita
Sama Natam Devatam Swamanishya Papi Yasya Kalau Kalpayishyanti.
Saman
Samana
Tam
Tam
Devatam
Devatam Shwa Manishya
Papi Yasya
Papiyasya
Kalau
Kalau
Kalpayishyati
Kalpaishayanti.
Srila Sukadev Goswami continued, the son of Maharaj Bharat, known as Sumati, followed the path of Rishabdev. But in the age of Kali, some unscrupulous people will imagine him to be Lord Buddha himself. These people, who will actually be atheistic and of bad character, will interpret the Vedic principles in an imaginary, infamous way to support their activities. Thus, these sinful people will accept Sumati as Lord Buddha Dev and propagate the theory that everyone should follow the principles of Sumati. In this way, they will be carried away by mental concoction. Those who are Aryans strictly follow the Vedic principles. But in this age of Kali, a community has sprung up known as the Arya Samaj, who members are ignorant of the import of the Vedas in the Parampara system. They decry all bona fide acharyas and pose themselves as the real followers of the Vedic principles. But in fact, such non Aryans do not follow the Vedic principles. Another group of non Aryans are the Jains, who are referred to in the present verse. Not only do they not follow the Vedic principles, but they have no relationship with Lord Buddha, though they claim to. Imitating the behavior of Sumati, they also claim to be descendants of Rishabdev. Those who are Vaishnavas carefully avoid their company because they are ignorant of the path of the Vedas. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15, text 15. Krishna says, Vedescha sarve aham eva vedya. The real purpose of the Vedas is to understand me. So what Sukadev Goswami is saying, that because this is the age of Kali Yuga, and we get easily misguided, tend to mental speculation, we tend to misinterpretation. So, but the Aryans, they always stick to the Vedas. They accept the Vedas because the Vedas are aparusheya, not spoken by any ordinary person. They are spoken by Supreme Lord Himself. So the Vedic knowledge is pure knowledge, is transcendental knowledge, without anyone's interpretation in there. So the followers of the Vedas, they are the Vaishnavas. And Krishna himself is saying in Bhagavad Gita, Vedescha sarver aham eva vedya. By all the Vedas, I am to be known. It's the purpose of the Vedas, to understand God, to understand our relationship with God, to be situated in that relationship. Sambandha, abhidaya, and prayojana. So, the real purpose of Vedas is to understand me, Krishna says. This is the injunction of all Vedic literatures. One who does not know the greatness of Lord Krishna cannot be accepted as an Aryan. Lord Buddha, an incarnation of Lord Krishna, adopted a particular means to propagate the philosophy of Bhagavad Dharma. He preached almost exclusively among atheists. Atheists do not want any God, and Lord Buddha therefore said that there is no God. But he adopted the means to instruct his followers for their benefit. Therefore, he preached in a duplicitous way, saying that there is no God. Nonetheless, he himself was an incarnation of God. So, Lord Buddha, he is God himself. He is an incarnation of God. So, what he told his followers, okay, you don't want to accept God, it's okay. You just follow me. So, in this way, indirectly they are following God, because Lord Buddha is an incarnation of God. So we can see how compassionate God is. He comes and gives the teachings according to time, place, and circumstance, as the audience of that time can able to accept, and tries to bring everyone to become God conscious. So that is the compassion of God, Krishna's compassion. So here anyway, Sukadev Goswami is saying that some people will think Sumati to be an incarnation of Lord Rishabdev, but it is not so, and they may try to imitate him. But that is going against the principles. That's going against the Vedas. And another thing, what comes to mind is when we finished the previous chapter, it said that one who hears this narration of Bharat Maharaj submissively with faith, then all the desires are fulfilled. So we can see, we hear, we speak, we hear about so many people, and that, in fact, people in the material world, some famous person, maybe a politician, maybe an entertainer or a sports person or something, but it does not fulfill our desires, doesn't help us to get out of the material world, does not give us any spiritual benefit just by hearing their glories, or even material benefit just by hearing or glorifying them. But here, by hearing about Bharat Maharaj, one's material desires are also fulfilled and one's spiritual desires are also fulfilled. So we can see how wonderful it is, that we have this Bhagavatam for our benefit. Yeah, just wanted to say that. Asmat Vridha Senayam Devatajin Nama Putro Bhavat.
तस्माद् वृद्धसेनायां देवताचित्तनां पुत्र अभवत्.
From Sumati, a son named Devatajit was born by the womb of his wife named Vridhasena. So Sumati got a son, Devtajit, and his wife's name was Vridhasena. Okay. Atha Suryam Tattanayo Devadyumanas Tato Denu Matayam Sutaha.
अथो आसुर्यां तत्तनयः देवदुमन्धेनुमृत्यां सुतः.
Parameshthittasya Suvarachalayam Pratiha Upajataha.
परमेष्टितस्य सुवर्तचालायां प्रतिः उपजातः.
Thereafter, in the womb of Asuri, the wife of Devatajit, a son named Devadyumna was begotten. Devadyumna begot in the womb of his wife Dhenumati a son named Parameshthi. Parameshthi begot a son named Pratiha in the womb of his wife Suvarachala. So this is like Bharat Maharaj's son, like that. Bharat Maharaj's son was Sumati. Sumati, son Devatajit. So means Devatajit becomes Bharat Maharaj's grandson. Then Devadyumna becomes his great-grandson. And then Parameshthi, great-great-grandson. And then comes Pratiha. So all his descendants are being named. Ya Atma Vidayam Akhyaya Swayam Samshuddha Mahapurusham Anusasmara.
यः आत्मा विद्याम आख्यान स्वयं संशुद्ध महापुरुषम अनुसर सस्मारः.
King Pratiha personally propagated the principles of self-realization. In this way, not only was he purified, but he became a great devotee of the Supreme Person, Lord Vishnu, and directly realized him. The word Anusasmar is very significant. God consciousness is not imaginary or concocted. The devotee who is pure and advanced realizes God as he is. Just as we were hearing, that Vyasadeva, he's written Bhagavatam, he's realized these pastimes. For us, we are just reading these pastimes. But Vyasadeva, when he's speaking the Bhagavatam, Sukadev Goswami, they are actually seeing the pastimes unfold in front of them. Yeah, so it's God consciousness is not imaginary. A devotee, a pure devotee can see God face to face. One can enter into the pastimes of the Lord. We were hearing that how Sutta Goswami was saying to Shaunak Rishi, that Vyasadeva, Sukadev Goswami, they've realized the Bhagavatam. Maharaj Pratiha did so, and due to his direct realization of Lord Vishnu, he propagated self-realization and became a preacher. A real preacher cannot be bogus. He must first of all realize Lord Vishnu as he is. So this is the Acharya, the teacher, the preacher, the guru. He himself has realized God, and that's how he can show us God. He can tell us about God. As confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 4:34, Upadekshyanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshina. One who has seen the truth can impart knowledge. So the tattvadarshi. The word tattvadarshi refers to one who has perfectly realized the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Krishna is saying we should get knowledge from such a personality, one who has seen God, one who has realized God. So that is a pure devotee. Such a person can become a guru and propound Vaishnava philosophy all over the world. The paragon of bona fide preachers and gurus is King Pratiha. So King Pratiha was such a bona fide teacher. Pratihat Suvarachalayam Pratihartra Dayastraya Asat Ijyako Vidaha.
Pratihat Subacharyalam Pratirida Adayatraya Asan Ichhako Vida.
Nava Pratihartu Stutyam Ajabhu Mana Ajani Shatam.
Sunava Pratihartu Sutyatam Ajabhumano Ajanishatam.
In the womb of his wife Suvarchala, Pratiha begot 3 sons named Pratiharta, Prastota, and Udgata. These 3 sons were very expert in performing Vedic rituals. Pratiharta begot 2 sons named Aja and Bhuma. In the womb of his wife named Stuti. So we can see, there's so much detailed information. Son, the wife, the father, like full dynasty, so much details is given. Bhumna Rishi Kulyayam Udgitas Tata Pashtavo Deva Kulyayam.
Bhumana Rishi Kulyayam Udgita Tat Prastava Deva Kulyayam.
Prastavan Niyutsayam Hridyaja Asid Vibhoratyam cha.
Prastavat Niyutsayam Hridayaja Asit Vibhu Vibhoratyam cha.
Prithushena Stasman Nakta Akutyam Jadye Nakta Dhruti Putro Gayo.
Prithu Prena Tasmat Natah Akutyam Jagye Natyat Duti Putro Gaya.
Rajarshi Pravara Udara Shava Ajayata Sakshat Bhagavato Vishnur.
Rajarishi Pravara Uddhar Shrava Ajayat Sakshat Bhagavato Vishnu.
Jagat Rirakshi Shya Grihita Satvasya Kalatmavatvadi Lakshane Na.
Jagat Rirak Rishiya Grahit Satvatsya Kala Atma Vatva Adi Lakshena.
Mahapurushatam Praptaha.
Mahapurusha Tam Praptaha.
In the womb of his wife, Rishikulya, King Bhuma begot a son named Udgita. From Udgit's wife, Devakulya, a son named Prastav was born, and Prastav begot a son named Vibhu through his wife Nyutsa. In the womb of his wife Rati, Vibhu begot a son named Prithusen. Prithusen begot a son named Nakt in the womb of his wife named Akuti. Nakta's wife was Dhruti, and from her womb the great king Gaya was born. Gaya was very famous and pious. He was the best of saintly kings. Lord Vishnu and his expansions were meant to protect the universe, are always situated in the transcendental mode of goodness known as Vishuddha Sattva. Being the direct expansion of Lord Vishnu, King Gaya was also situated in the Vishuddha Sattva. Because of this, Maharaj Gaya was fully equipped with transcendental knowledge, therefore he was called Mahapurush. From this verse it appears that the incarnations of God are various. Some are part and parcel of the direct expansions, and some are direct expansions of Lord Vishnu. A direct incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is called Amsh or Swamsha, whereas an incarnation from Amsh is called Kala. So there are so many incarnations of God. And some of them are incarnations of incarnations. So a direct incarnation is called Amsh or Swamsh. And incarnation from an incarnation is called Kala. Among the Kalas, they are the Vibhinamsha Jivas or living entities. These are counted among the Jiva Tattvas. Those who come directly from Lord Vishnu are called Vishnu Tattva and are sometimes designated as Mahapurush. Another name for Krishna is Mahapurush, and a devotee is sometimes called Mahapurushika. Mahapurushik. So Krishna is Mahapurush, and devotee is sometimes called Mahapurushik. So the living entities, we are also part and parcel of God. We are His separated expansion. So we are called Vibhinamsha. We are the Vibhinamshas, the Jiva Tattva. So we are part and parcel of God. We are not God, not Vishnu Tattva, Jiva Tattva. Maybe we can stop here for today. This might be a little long.
Hare
Does
Krishna. So
anyone have
just
any
for,
questions?
I just have one question. So just for the clarification, that the direct incarnation is called Amsha and Swamsha,
A direct incarnation? Yes.
right? The direct incarnation.
Yes.
And that would be Balaram, Lord Balaram, or the
Yes.
Vishnu Tattva, all the Vishnu Tattva, right? The direct incarnation means the Vishnu Tattva.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. And then the Kala is the one who are coming from them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Kala is one who's coming from an incarnation of God.
Okay.
It's
And
coming from
for
either
example,
or
like
an
the
incarnation.
is it like Rishabh Dev then, or he's Lord himself? No.
He was an incarnation of Lord, but now if we have, I'm not sure now who will be in a Kala category or who will be in a
Okay.
Amsha category, you know.
Okay.
That,
Okay. 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 No
yeah,
problem.
yeah.
And how about
But the
Maharaj Bharat?
Mahapurush
Who?
and the sorry. Okay, you can ask. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Maharaj Bharat, then he comes under which
Maharaj
category?
Bharat,
Yeah,
he was a devotee. He is
devotee.
not
So
incarnation. Yeah.
not in.
Lord
He doesn't come
Rishabdev
under
is,
as a Kala
no.
because he's coming from Rishabdev. Spawn from
Yeah.
Rishabdev.
But Rishabdev is incarnation of God.
Yes.
Lord Rishabdev, yeah. But Maharaj Bharat, he is a devotee. We didn't hear that he is coming in any of the Vishnu category. Just like we see Brahma, he's a living entity and he's coming directly from Garbhodakshay Vishnu.
Hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
So, like that we can understand.
Hmm.
So then we would say that Maharaj Bharat is a Vibhinamsha, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Jiva.
Jiva.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Neha, you were saying something else, is it?
No. That's okay. That's it.
Oh, okay.
And I was also just reconfirming that Rishabh Dev had 100 sons, and then Bharat Maharaj and the other 99, or there were 90 who were instructed by him. All were instructed, but the 90 took the ashram, right? they went for the brahmachari, sannyasi,
They-
sorry.
Okay, the 9 Yogendras, they are also
9,
sons of
okay.
Dev. They
Yeah,
are the 9 Yogendras.
yeah. So there
And
were only 9, not 99, right? 9.
9 Yogendras, but we also read that, no, wow, I can't remember how many
100.
became, yeah, no, total were 100,
Yeah.
and not everyone became kings. There was
Okay, yes.
not every, there were some of them, they became devotees, some became renounced, and some became kings. Many was what? That I can't remember now.
But he instructed all, right?
Yeah, he instructed all of them.
All the 100. He instructed all the 100.
Yeah, that's what we read. No?
Yeah, we
Oh,
read,
yeah?
no? He instructed all the 100, yeah. And then Bharat Maharaj became the king.
Yes.
And then his lineage is going on now.
Yes.
Not any of his brother, but his own lineage is going. When he left,
Yeah.
after living for 1,000 years, he left his home and he went to the ashram. And then
Yeah.
his son took over. So now we are reading about that lineage of his, right?
That's right.
Okay, yeah. That's it, just to confirm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad
Jai.
Bhagavatam ki, और
Jai.
Bhaktivinoda ki. Thank you so much.
Jai.